Today, I'm going to be trying the FNCS Winners controller settings. This guy's name is Delirium Justice, and he just got first place in the Chapter 7 FNCS Finals, which means he just won $135,000 using these controller settings that I'm about to try. As always, if you do enjoy the video, do not forget to drop a like on it. It helps me out so much, and it's completely free. And then again, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's check out these controller settings. Alright, so this is what his settings look like. He actually plays right-hand claw with these settings, but I don't know how to play claw, so I'm going to be using these settings with my 4-paddle controller setup, but if they're good settings, it shouldn't matter if I'm using paddles or claw. So for build mode, he's on 2.1, edit mode 2.5. Big jump there from the build to the edit mode. Usually your edit mode will be like 0.1 higher, but he went 0.4 higher. For his look sense, he's on a 40 horizontal and a 39 vertical. He has all of his look sensitivity turning boosts off or on 0 seconds or 0%. Now this is where it gets super interesting. For his ADS sense, he has 6% for horizontal and vertical speed. 6%. The lowest I've ever seen anyone go for ADS sense is 8%, and he went down 2 more percent to 6 for both horizontal and vertical. I find that to be pretty strange, but he just won $135,000 on these settings, so I'm not questioning anything. He's also one of the few controller players that I've actually seen using ADS turning boost. So for both horizontal and vertical turning boost, he's on 2%. Then his turning boost ramp time is on 0 seconds, look dampening time on 0 seconds, and Justice plays on linear. If you're curious about his dead zone, he uses 8% on either, but you shouldn't copy dead zone. Dead zone is specific to your controller and your joysticks, so you should find what works for you, but he does use 8%. So the tournament Justice just won was FNCS Finals, which is a huge competitive tournament. So I wanted to try these settings in a somewhat competitive environment, so I'm going to be playing Arena, but first I did just want to see how they look in creative. And right off the bat, this look sense is actually really slow. I didn't even realize how slow this is. His build sense seems pretty solid. It's pretty average. Nothing too crazy about the build sense, besides the fact that his edit sense is 0.4 higher than his build sense. His ADS sense is insanely slow, which I kind of figured it's gonna be if his on 6%. Even though a lot of these settings are super slow, they do make sense because competitive is played in trios. So basically, Justice is the only controller player on his entire trio. And usually in a competitive trio, each player has a specific role to fulfill. So if I had to guess, Justice's role in his trio is to be a fragger, or the one that gets a lot of kills. His teammates are the ones making the calls, telling him where to rotate, doing all the tunneling, building them in, and all Justice has to do is have really good aim and get a lot of eliminations. So I'm not certain, but if I had to guess, that's what I think Justice's role in his trio would be, and I'm assuming that's why a lot of his sensitivities are so low, but I'm gonna go try these out in Arena. In my last video, I actually broke into Division 7, so hopefully we should be getting at least some decent competition. You know, these settings are slow, but they're not that bad for fighting. Oh, that aim came in so clutch. You know, one thing I forgot about Division 7 players is that they're all on such low ping. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm playing on literally 60 ping. It's awful. Oh, I missed that other shot. No, I'm telling you, these guys are on 0 ping, every single one of them. That was so bad. I didn't realize I didn't have an SMG. Absolutely beautiful. Wasn't that great of a fight, but I'll take it. Nice, bro. Nice. Oh. risky, but I don't care. Completely out of mats and switched the wrong gun, man. Not gonna lie, I've only made a tank game like a couple of times, so most of these clips are from like mid-game because I keep dying to these low ping players. That's how you win those fights. I think the biggest issues that I have with these settings is the fact that the sensitivities are just so slow, and it kind of goes back to the fact that Justice plays in a trio where he really doesn't even have to build much. So all Justice really has to do is have good aim and get a lot of elims. And that makes sense within his trio, but when you're playing solos and you have to do all the building and all of the aiming and everything, it makes it a little harder to play in these settings. Like, the build and edit sense aren't even that bad, it's mainly just the look sense and the ADS sense. And the only reason that I'm struggling with it is because if you get into a box with someone and they end up on the opposite side, it literally takes you so long to turn around, especially when you're facing like a mouse and keyboard player that literally just flicks their mouse over and they're onto your head. .110 shot. I did gain like 400 arena points in this video. Overall, I'm honestly still undecided about these settings. The build and edit sense is not bad, but I just can't get over that look sense and ADS sense. If you're in a box with someone and they're on the opposite side, look how long that takes you to just spin around. I found myself in that situation quite a few times. It's also not very good for flick shots. It takes a while to get there. By the time you go for a flick shot, they're already gone. So I guess if you play comp and you're in a trio, then these are definitely some great settings to run. However, if you're just planning on playing solo, then I'm honestly not sure that these would be the right settings for you. However, I've only played on them for maybe a couple hours. I don't think that's enough time to even get used to them. Obviously, they work for Justice because he won $135,000 using them. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I appreciate you, especially if you made it to this point in the video. Thanks for watching.